Greetings! I conned my wife into recording the video. So, it is I, Kethas. Welcome to Cooking with Kethas. It has been too many years since I have done a cooking video. And the last time I conned the late Lady Katya into doing Heart of Targ. So I figured we would revisit that and I would make some modifications to it as a thank you to all in Klingon fandom and as a celebration of the Feast of the Long Night, which is tonight. So without further ado, one must always start with blood wine. As you can tell, I've already had quite a bit of it. Actually, I'm lying. I've had maybe 2 shots. Why are you getting the Targ?
Because I'm the one behind the camera.
Ah, figures. Good help is hard to find. So, I got fortunate in a friend of mine who does not share his love of organ meat got this. It is a venison heart. It is real, obviously. Well, some people use all sorts of stuff. All sorts of crap in there. First thing you want to do is you want to rinse it out. This is just nasty.
You're just like putting your fingers in holes.
There's reasons why I'm not allowed back on residue. Now typically you want to use cold water to get rid of all the blood. I mean, you can also salt it. That'll remove a lot of it. But after the animal dies, most of you who don't hunt are not aware of that, but you basically get clots in there, and when you actually have to massage the heart to get it nice and in there. You getting this? This is pretty gross.
This is horrifying, actually.
So, once you get that all nice and clean, right there, then you're left with pretty much all good manners of stuff. Some of it, you can't get all the blood out, which is fine. It's just going to cook off anyway. You won't notice it.
To look at the can, I'm going to point it at. Do you want me to pan up to you?
No, it's alright.
You guys zoomed up our hole.
And there you can see top chambers, the aorta.
Oh, it looks like a face. A scary face.
It's alright.
Twisted, sir.
Now we're going to cut it open so we can stuff it. And you can see those are the valves, those are the tendons that actually open and close the valves for those of you that have never seen the inside of a heart before. Ventricles and atriums. And it's all, what we're going to do is we're going to take all the stuff I've already mixed up. I'm actually going to cut open the other side as well, so we can get that all in there, and got to go deeper. That's what you said. I knew you were going to say that, dear. All right. Now, as you can see, I've already prepared most of it. what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take some couscous. You can find this just about anywhere and just about any store. And you're going to follow the directions on the box so you can combine that and just about any quick 5-minute stuffing. I have stovetop, but I figured I had this left over, so I might as well use that up. And then what you're going to want to do after you're done making both of them, you're going to want to mix it together. It looks like that. Kind of like Play-Doh, but it tastes much better. When you're doing the couscous, add some powdered beef bouillon. And that, I just kicked the cat, yes. And that'll actually give it some more flavor. It actually turns out pretty good. And then, take it, ooh, feels like Play-Doh and it's all nice and warm. You're just gonna stuff it. I'm gonna cram this sucker full. Now this heart, you can get maybe one meal out of it. For either split it in half with your loved one, who has vowed that she is not going to try this.
I did not say that.
But it is kind of, ooh, even comes out the other side. That's awesome. And you just stuff that puppy full. The leftover stuff you're actually going to bake with it because it's going to sit on a bed of it, along with 2 hard-boiled eggs. And you can see I suck at taking the shell off of them. So, alright, we've got our stuffed heart. Now you can use a cow's heart, you can use pig's heart, I guess, if it's big enough. I've always done this with beef heart. It was the first time I've ever actually used venison. Granted, it's the first time I've ever had venison available to do this. So now, that it's all stuffed, you're going to mix with some of the blood that's already in there. That's all good and dandy. A meal fit for a king right there. Actually, stuffed hearts dates back centuries on this planet. As far as Klingons go, I'm not quite sure. But I'm pretty sure they had different dishes that they would prepare, especially in the winter months, it being cold. At least from what we can gather. We really don't know too much, and I'll be honest, I haven't done the research because I've been busy with other things. So basically, hey, I'm over here, never mind the dog, that'll be next. And then what you do is you take the hard-boiled eggs, you can just place it on either side, doesn't matter. If the heart's big enough, you shove them in there. You don't have to get this. I do, however, suggest that you wash your hands before, during, and after. Make sure your oven is preheated to at least 350 degrees. It works if you got all your stuff, and this actually is. Cover it with tinfoil. Pop it in. I don't know how long it has to go in yet. I haven't figured that part out. But you want it to get about 160.
Your tinfoil is touching your heart.
That's fine, let it.
It's going to oxidize onto the meat.
Yeah, well, it's not touching that bad. Yeah, do not let the tinfoil touch it because it will oxidize. Need a hole through it. It's kind of cool. But Then it goes in the oven. Try not to get yourself burned when you do this. We've got a lot of people that do that. And we'll be back as soon as it's done. And that sound is the heart finishing up. So I'm going to do the ceremonial drink, which I have been doing periodically throughout the last hour and a half. Actually, about 2 hours is what we had that in for. We temped it earlier. I didn't bother doing the video of it, and it was just about 10 degrees cooler than we'd like. So now it's should be at 160. What do you want? You want the heart? Can't have it. Because. I ignored the saber beast. Now, as potent as that blood wine is, I still remembered. Haven't done it yet. But I know some people who have. Alright. Bring that in here.
And where?
Come closer.
I can only focus on one thing. What do you want me to focus on?
Now I did have to add some liquid to it because it was dry, which is fine.
Looks like a butt.
And there we go. 160. So that should be safe to eat once it's cooled down. And that is going to be delicious. Cannot wait to sink my teeth into it because it is now late. We are now hungry.